Welcome to the double new. This is a BMW M, the new M car, and this is an M4. So the first new type of BMW's coupe. Now I've driven the M3 for the past 2 hours or so, and now I'm having fun in the M4, which is a coupe if you're European, or coupe if you're American. And you know what, for most of the time when the roads were straight, I thought this car was all too artificial. The steering felt artificial, the sound felt artificial, but now when I'm on these really twisty roads and I can work with the car, not by its side, not against the car, I'm working with the car. This is when I feel how good the new BMW M4 really is. This is when you want the optional ceramic brakes. This is when you actually enjoy the double clutch automatic gearbox, because everyone says, hey, come on, you know, a manual is a real true driver's car. Well, no, in these conditions I wouldn't be able to keep up. Really, this car is way too fast, even with the 6-cylinder engine and 435 horsepower, 431 actually. This car is blisteringly fast, and keeping up with gear shifts, that would be just impossible. This is not a V8 anymore, this is a straight 6 turbocharged, but you get your 550 Newton meters of torque down from about 1850 revs. So you pretty much have most of the torque most of the time. And OMFG, this is brilliant. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm not burning rubber on a track. Well, the other group is driving on a track today, and I really do hope I get to drive on the track tomorrow. No, not because I'm gonna kill myself or something like that. I'm not planning to, although I have my camera rolling, so if I do something silly, I'll probably get 1 million clicks on YouTube. But tomorrow it might be raining here in Portugal, and if it's raining, I wouldn't be surprised if BMW decides not to let us drive on the track for safety reasons, and you know, that's understandable. This is rear-wheel drive, 431 horsepower. You want to have all the traction you can. So while I'm having all this fun, I seriously do hope I will have some more fun tomorrow, and that we'll see each other in another second part of this video, rather than just on cutaways when I'm telling you some statistics about this car. And and we're running out of fuel. The fuel reserve light just came on, and we're about 70 kilometers from the hotel. Oh boy, this is a fun car, this. Pit stop.
And go. Close the window.
So, these are my 3 laps of the Algarve race circuit here in Portugal. Now, the problem with the track now is that it's damp. It was raining here, so I have to be very careful about what I'm doing. It's slippery, and I don't want to fall out the track. Now, A few things that became apparent to me over the hours I spent in this car and in the M4. The M3 is stiffer. Of course, both cars are stiffer than the previous generation M3, but this one, the M3, is slightly stiffer than the M4. And it's not a big difference, but you can feel it. You can feel it especially on the road. I'm not sure I can feel it on the track, especially not when it's wet and damp. Another thing, the dual clutch automatic gearbox, you want that. I mean, manual is cool, but sometimes I had problems with finding second gear in some of the corners, and with the automatic you just flip the gear and off you go. Now, nice thing about the DCT is that in its most aggressive setting, it's very mechanical. You feel this kind of bump, you feel the cogs changing, and that's really cool. The sound that you're hearing right now, it's the artificial sound that's generated within the cabin. It's not too much. It's just a couple of percent, and BMW says it's supposed to help you better control the car. You're supposed to have a better feel for the car when you hear the engine working. Depending on whether you're in sports mode or efficiency mode, the sound can pass by the muffler. There are two pipes for the exhaust, and there are special valves that let the sound pass through one part of the exhaust or the other. It can go through the muffler or through the smaller muffler, and then the exhaust is louder. Now here we have to slow down. We have to go through the pit lane because there are cars going back and forth. So we have to slow down here. Two more things worth mentioning. You do want the optional carbon ceramic brakes because they give you the stopping power you need on the track and on the road. This car is blisteringly fast, and you don't want your brakes to fade. You just want the stopping power all the time. Another thing that is worth mentioning here are the Pirelli Pilot Sports, developed especially for the M3 to work better with the suspension with this setup. Now these tires, they have two parts. The external part of the tire is for the dry, and the internal part, the inside part of the tire, is for the wet. So yeah, they give you the grip you need, and the brakes are really good. Another thing worth mentioning, I think it's for summing up really, is that this BMW is equally good on the track as it is on the road. This can be a perfect everyday car with decent fuel consumption, and on the track it's a weapon, and it has to be used wisely. But the everyday usability of this car, it's just great. Really great job, and I think I would rather have the M3 than the M4. So this is my cool down lap now. So I have all the systems back on, everything is in comfort, and this is when I feel how comfortable and relaxing this car can be. The suspension is great. It's not too harsh when it's in the comfort setting, and I could imagine driving this car every day to work. It's comfortable. It's it's a fast car that you want to have in your garage. Well, that's if you have about 100,000 euros with a few bare necessities.